All right. My face. All right. Let's go next. I'm going to do bibliomancy, but before I do, please, guys, I ask you, subscribe to my YouTube channel because that's where I need subscribers, like the most. Because I'm trying to reach a certain level, amount, a volume of subscribers on YouTube. That's my goal. So please support me in that. And thanks for my free readings. All right, let's go. Ha! Bibliomancy. Nasty. Whoa. So, not this again. So, someone's being nasty, right? Rude. I mean, combative, trying to meddle in your family life, in your relationship. Because this person is resisting change. So there's change in their life that's taking place, right? And they're resisting it. And in turn, they want to change yours. That happens a lot, right? That happens a lot. So, what? Okay. Okay, this is what's happening here. Going by the words. So, the trouble is coming to this person's life because they've been profiting, right, from they were profiting from planning against you, right, from your disappointments. They were profiting from it. They were gaining energetically from it. So, right now, what's going to happen is the cards are telling me it's going to be funny. And why it's going to be funny is the comeback is going to be very quirky, right? And strong at the same time, right? Objective, strong, and quirky, right? So basically, the karma that's going to hit them is going to be like a joke, right? It's like, jokes on you. Kitten, jokes on you. So your reality feels hopeless right now. Why so? Because it feels like you can't produce anything of substance, right? So you're doing things in your life, but it feels like you're putting it in you. So it feels like you can't produce things. Like, it's good to edit this card because it feels like you can't produce, right, of something of substance because there's too much on your plate. So you have to constantly be balancing people's moods and people's attitudes. You see? There's stress attached to your fear, right? And anxiety. You can't basically relax because you got this idea of the future and you can't relax because that's what you want and you are aiming for it. But you have a fear of... You have a fear because you have self-doubt regarding this idea and dream of yours coming to fruition. English, no. So you're having self-doubts, right? And that's where this stress is coming from. So, okay, before I pull out the card, I'm getting the thought where basically it just means that you have to have faith in yourself. Right now, I'm thinking the way other things in your life came to fruition, came to be true, the same way this idea will come true as well. But this is a grandiose idea in your life. Like, you've never willed or wished or thought of anything, manifesting anything this grand before. So you're self-doubting a lot, which is valid, right? But the cards are telling me stop self-doubt because that's giving you anxiety and that's negative energy. And this negative energy is triggering lots of bad things in your life. What do we have here? Someone is helping you out. And someone's helping you out when you feel like lack of direction, right? Or aggression, or even lack of self-control or powerlessness. So basically, in your ups and downs where you cannot control, someone's helping you out. I'm guessing a friend. If this person is also helping you shed your old self, right? And they are very good at listening. So it might be someone you're talking to. Oh, it could be anyone. It could be your friend, or it could be a therapist, right? My boob is falling out. It could be your therapist, right? Or it could be your friend who's listening to you and actually believes in you, right? And you get to be yourself around them. And because you get to be yourself around them, you don't hide who you are and you don't hide your dreams and you can vocalize them. You're actually living your dreams out. And this is how this person is helping you, by supporting you. That's a good friend that you have. I have a friend like that. Her name is Janina. There, have it. That's her name. Janina. And she's hot and smart and beautiful. Anyway, let's go. Your wishes are coming true. Fact, no question, it's a yes. It's happening. Because what happened is, like, you've married your dreams. Basically, you merged with your dream. It's not like a wish or a dream anymore. It has become part of you so much that you cannot separate from it anymore, right? You see? Okay. Okay. What we have here is, you feel like because you don't have goals, right? Because the world necessarily requires you to have goals. Because you don't have goals like everyone else, and maybe you're pressured to have goals, you feel imbalanced, right? It's like the sensation of ungroundedness, like you don't belong anywhere, right? You sometimes get that. It doesn't tell me that that's exactly how you feel all the time, but this is the sensation that you get when you compare yourself to the society in itself, right? So let's say I'm comparing myself to, I don't know, someone that I know who's grounded and organized and has goals in their life, and I'm not, right? I'm just a free floater, a creative being that just goes through life the way they do, and then shit just happens. And then I, knowing that shit just happens for me, still somehow get and feel insecure when I compare myself to other people because I don't have an aim, right? It's like, what will be, right? That's my reality. And for someone else's, that's not what it is. And that's where the insecurities come from. You comparing yourself to others. Stop that. It's not necessary. There's really no two people that are the same, so there's no reason to compare yourself to others. It's actually silly. Imagine if everybody was the same or similar. Life would be boring, and God will have no reason to act out this game of pretending to be human and mortal if everyone was same. Who can you talk to if your partner in conversation thinks the same as you do? What can you teach each other? Nothing. You won't even be able to laugh about each other's jokes. So, okay, you also need to be very patient with yourself because it looks like you're impatient. You want to speed up the progress. That has to do with your emotional immaturity, right? So you do sense that there's emotional immaturity inside of you, and you need to know that you've grown out of it. But please do understand, everything takes time. So give yourself time and cut yourself slack. Be patient with yourself, the same way that you're patient with others. You deserve the same respect that you give others, if not more. Also, fear of change. Gots to go. Because it looks like everything in your life is happening right now, but my God, aren't you like feeling sad and lonely? And you're terrified. You're terrified. You do not see the outcome, right? Of, let's say you set a goal. Okay, your goal is a dream, right? And it's hanging out in the clouds. And because it's a mind over matter, you're not like actually matter over mind, right? You're not acting. You're just thinking and creating. But so that worries you because in the reality that we live in, the way we're taught, that's not the way. But really, I don't religion very much, but this is where we're going to go into it. How did God create the world? Was it a thought and then a word? Did he fucking do anything? No, he didn't. He just thought and spoke. So that's what you're doing. So why are you worried? You're creating it already. It's just something bigger requires more time. So something that you wished for is taking time. And the reason why it's taking time is because it's huge. And something that's really this big, right, requires time. And within that time period, you have to change the patterns that oppose the reality that you want to live in the future when that wish comes true, right? So whatever issues that you have that are going to get in the way while you actually have what you wished for, you need to get rid of them before. You need to work through them before the wish comes true. So this is why it's taking time. It's not because it's not coming true. It's because, look, you did set a goal, and the goal was to transform and transmute your mind to be to be an Übermensch, right? To be a better man, to raise above, vibrationally, consciously, physically, in every way, right? And that takes time. So that is a goal. So don't ever think you don't have a goal. You just have a different goal. And sometimes some people's goals are not realized until way after they're gone. Like, Nikola Tesla, dead. And now we're like, Tesla this, Tesla that. But when he was Teslaing his ass out, we're all like, he's nuts. So that's what's happening. 2 cards, world. Oh no, 3 cards. Okay. You've got some love issues, right? Some kind of relationship issues. It's either unrequited love or has to do with either cheating or manipulation, or it's just not working out the way you want it to be, right? And within your world, right, you feel like you don't belong in this state of reality, right? And you feel like you're stretching this relationship out, or the state of being of yourself. It's like, let's say in this relationship you have to act a certain way and be a certain person. So what's happening is, like, because you're prolonging this relationship, it's like being a dead horse. This relationship is not going anywhere. It's a dead horse you're tending to. It's not going to work out. The cards are telling me you've thought about it and you're right what you're thinking. There's also lots of arguments in this, conflicts and arguments and fights, and there's a lot of struggle and problem. There's a lot of fucking issues in this relationship, and it looks like wait, I need to know what this card has to do with anything. Well, that's not giving me an answer. Well, it's giving me an answer right now. You're starting from the scratch, right? Your life starts anew.